Hello ladies and gentlemen, in this video I will announce the most important celestial events for the year 2024. I will not analyze them because I always analyze them, each one of them in separate videos, because they require special attention. Now, first of all, interestingly for us, this year, the beginning of the month, the first appearance of the moon after the sun enters the point of the vernal equinox is happening in unusual, a little bit unusual degrees. And I double checked this also with the Israeli, the Jewish calendar, and this is the same. There is the same situation on 9th of April this year. On 9th of April this year, we have the appearance of the first lunar crescent, and this is the beginning of the year, according to the ancient calendar, according to the lunar calendar, according to the astronomical calendar, if you want, the real one, which is a little bit unusual. According to the ancients, especially the Babylonians, were very much obsessed with perfection. Like they would have the perfect cycle of the moon, they would have the perfect celestial configurations, they would have always lists, they would list simply everything in order to search for perfection. And we have translations from Akkadian language of such perfect cycles. They would have also their astronomical calendars. And when you have deviation from the expected, from the usual, from what they would call perfect, we always see and search for some ominous developments, some ominous events. So usually the 1st of Nisan, the first appearance of the lunar crescent is happening a little bit earlier and in different degrees. This time it is on the 9th of April, and it is happening in the vicinity of Aries. And Aries is is ruled by Mars, it's the god of war. But so this is deviation, and certainly shows that the year will be not typical. We will have many unrests, social and also warlike events and so on. About all this you will hear separately from me, also in my personal readings, which are available on my website with special discount, personal readings for the year of 2024. So both in my separate videos, which you will hear, I'm starting to upload my 12 videos on the 12 ascendants, and in greater detail in my personal videos, you will hear about also about the eclipses, 5 eclipses. This is also more than usual. Usually we have on average 2 to 4. Yes, we may have 7 eclipses in 1 year, but 5 eclipses is considered a lot, and the year will be quite intense. All these 5 eclipses are taking place on the axis of Virgo Pisces, because we have the presence of the lunar node during the entire year of 2024 in the axis of Pisces Virgo. And Rahu, who is the head of the dragon, will be in Pisces. They move backwards, retrograde, and Ketu will be in the tail of the dragon will be in Virgo, and they bring the eclipses with themselves. Therefore, the eclipses of 2024 will be on the axis of Virgo Pisces. So the first eclipse, 25th of March, is happening. It's lunar. 8th of April, total solar in Pisces. In September 17th, 18th, lunar axis, Virgo Pisces. 2nd of October, solar. 17th of October, we have the lunar. So this is very important. And I will be discussing each one of them in separate videos and also in my personal readings. Then to see what they bring to us, of course. Then we have the increased solar activity. I made special video on this, and I will continue analyzing this in other videos. The solar activities have specific 11-year cycles, but I will not give attention on this now because one video I already have, it's quite recent, you may watch it if you like. The solar activity, we expect increased solar activity earlier than usual. It will be in the spring of 2024. Always, when we have increase of the solar activity, quite intense are the mundane, the world events around us. And of course, this has impact on each one of us in different ways. Then, of course, we have the heliacal rises of the planets. This you will not hear anywhere else because this is very strictly astronomical knowledge. It is not available to the modern, I don't know, science to call it or not, because this requires specific observation. On the first appearance of Mars, for example, will happen in Pisces on the 7th of May, and this also will bring specific events with himself, Mars, and I already have such video, but I will further, of course, analyze this because it's very important. On 29th of June, Venus becomes visible for the first time on the first degrees of Gemini, also very important. On 4th of May, Jupiter is entering Taurus. He was 1 year in Aries, now he enters Taurus. Before that, he will make exact conjunction with Uranus, super important conjunction. Later on, they will meet again in Taurus, very important. This will be shaping the world. On 6th of June, Jupiter becomes visible in Taurus, and 1 year he will be there, very important. Saturn, in the meantime, remains in Aquarius, and he will be, working on our karma, on the world events very, very much. Of course, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, they're very, very important. Pluto is in sidereal Capricorn. As we speak, he's in the 4 degrees of Capricorn, and he has his very, very major meaning. I told you about Uranus. Neptune also has his role in Pisces, and we'll be speaking about this through the year. Of course, I will be looking at not only the heliacal cycles of the planets, but also at some major aspects. But this is just more or less to give you a bit view on this sidereal astrology, because I know that you hear and online you can easily find the placements in the modern astrology, but the sidereal astrology is a little bit more specific. So this is what I wanted to introduce to you. And in the meantime, I'm already uploading my 12 videos about the 12 ascendants. And thank you so much for your attention. Bye-bye.